season is coming. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Eugen. Welcome back to my channel. In my first video, we talked about the amazing animated masterpiece, which was Octonauts. Today we are going to be ranking the relatives in both the Octonauts, the main show, and Above and Beyond. Relative episodes are actually pretty interesting because we get to meet the relatives of characters and we get to see sides of those characters that we have never seen before. Octonauts relative episodes were like crack to me when I was a kid. And with Above and Beyond expanding on the relatives, it gave me the idea of this video. So, without further ado, let's get started. Bianca is the textbook definition of wasted potential. Bianca is Barnacle's twin sister. She first appeared in the Great Arctic Adventure special. She and Barnacles used to be Polar Scouts, and they trained her cubs to become Polar Scouts and win their first badges in the episode. Somehow as a kid, when I watched the Great Arctic Adventure special trailer on Disney Junior, I was really hyped for Bianca's appearance because we got to see some more female characters, some more female heroes, and honestly, for a while, I was whipped for her, but now as a young adult, I kind of switched up on her, sadly, because she's just so boring. There's really nothing to say about her. And to make matters worse, she only appeared in one episode, and it was a special episode. Special episodes are usually 22 to 24 minutes, so you had all of that time to work with, but you didn't create anything for Bianca's character. It just like begs the question of who is Bianca? Where is she from? Well, she's from the Arctic. How old is she? What's her dynamic with her twin brother? Who is this woman? We won't know any of those things apparently, unless she appears in Above and Beyond season 3, which a lot of people hope because, yeah, she's pretty boring. Because Bianca and Barnacles are twins and they were Polar Scouts, I really thought that, she was gonna show off some polar bear strength of her own, but it's more like one is stronger than the other and they're not equals, which is sad, which is really sad. So let's just forget about the most forgettable character and move on. It really looks like Barnacle's main character thing is cursed because his family is boring. More boring than sandpaper. And more exhausting than a pacer test. Orson and Ursa are Barnacles' niece and nephew, or nephew and niece. Orson is a boy, Ursa is a girl, and Bianca's twin cubs. Unlike Bianca, they appeared in 2 episodes, the Great Arctic Adventure special and the Walrus Pups in season 4. In the Walrus Pups episode, we get to see their progress as Polar Scouts, and when they're earning a badge with their uncle Barnacles, they fight over how fast they can be. I bet I could do it in 4 minutes. I bet I could do it in 3 minutes. They're very cute and stereotypical sweet baby child thing, but they're boring. They're really boring. I think all that's missing from Bianca and Orson and Ursa is a personality, a real personality that would cement their characters. Out of all the Octonauts relatives, Squirt seems to be the most overlooked. Mostly because he appeared in 1 episode, but it was also a Christmas special. And with Christmas specials, they only come around November and December. So for those who watch Octonauts on TV on a schedule, you probably won't see Squirt until November and December. So yeah. Squirt is Professor Inkling's nephew. He appeared in The Great Christmas Rescue, and he was trapped in this rocky trench gorge thing. I don't remember. He ends up being saved by Quasi and the Octonauts, Yeah, there really is nothing to say about him though. But, the only reason why he's ranked above the previous two is because he has won me over with his singing and dancing. Wave your arms, wave your legs, it's Christmas time, let's celebrate. If it weren't for Above and Beyond, Pearl might have ranked lower on this list. At most, she would fall under Orson and Ursa, but thankfully, she has won me over in Above and Beyond. Pearl is Shellington's older sister. Yes, older sister. It was revealed in Above and Beyond she is the older sister. And honestly, that's a good idea. We don't always have to have the Octonaut being the older sibling all the time. She first appeared in the Urchin Invasion. She appeared in 1 episode of Above and Beyond Season 1 and 4 in Above and Beyond Season 2. She played a minor role as being introduced as an Octo agent in the Skeletal Coast Adventure, 1st episode, the Devil's Hole Pupfish, the Albatross, the Pink Glacier, the European Bison, and the Giant Carp. I would describe her as a warrior who can be a warrior. She worries about a lot of things, but she can kick ass if you really want her to. And I kind of ship her and Dashi a little bit. So, yeah. I also really like her voice acting. Her voice is Kate Harbour. She does a really good job portraying Pearl. The only thing that's missing from Pearl that I would add to her is sibling dynamic between her and Shellington. We all know how Shellington is. He's nerdy, he's clumsy, he has terrible driving skills. Give us Pearl being fed up with Shellington's antics. Give us Pearl dragging Shellington for filth whenever he makes a mistake. Give us Pearl calling Shellington out on how easy it is for him to be swayed and manipulated into dangerous situations. Just throw in a little sibling dynamic and you have a near perfect character. Somehow I wasn't expecting Periwinkle to be in Above and Beyond, but here we are. Periwinkle is Shellington's nephew and Pearl's son. He first appeared in the same episode as Pearl, the Urchin Invasion, and he was a little baby. In Above and Beyond, he grew up a little bit. He's attending Otter Scouts and can actually speak words. I honestly enjoyed him in Above and Beyond, especially in The Devil's Hole Pupfish when he was helping Pearl to tie a knot when she admitted that she wasn't good at tying a knot. I thought that was really cute. It seems like Perry is striving to become an Octo agent or an Octonaut when he gets older, and I applaud him with that. He's very creative. Other than the bowline knot he made in Otter Scouts, he made his own gut bam, which I thought was really cute. And he's very clever. He gets that from his mom and his uncle. Honestly, I can't really add anything else because he's just a child, but at least he's not boring like Orson and Ursa. When I tell you I was hyped up for the Great Swab Search Festival, I was on the floor and I was literally piped to the point where I would sell one of my hairs to see a little spoiler. Ranger Marsh is Tweak's dad. It's not another sibling, thank God. The relatives don't always have to be siblings. He appeared in the Great Swamp Search special and also appeared in a number of episodes of Above and Beyond. Ranger Marsh is a park ranger in the Everglades in Florida. He despises these fancy gadgets and gizmos that his daughter makes, and throughout the Octonauts Above and Beyond, he kind of learns to deal with it because, you know, he can't really change his daughter to do what he wants her to do. He just kind of has to deal with it, and he's honestly taking a chance, and his daughter understands. Every episode he seems to have some character development and improvement, and we love that. That's really important for a character. There is one thing that doesn't really make sense though. Ranger Marsh's fear or uncomfortableness or phobia of fancy gadgets and gizmos, but his daughter is, you know, building the gadgets and gizmos. But he knew that he was against it, or was he against it? Unless there is another relative that could have built gadgets and gizmos. Her mom. I smell a character backstory. Okay, so let's get off topic a little bit. I've always been interested in the theory of who is Tweek's mom, what happened to her. I assume that she passed away and she grew up with her dad, which could also explain why Tweek is the way that she is. Maybe something happened to her mother that felt like, you know, she'll never be afraid of anything. It also kind of explains that when Ranger Marsh was stuck in the mud and trapped behind a debris from the wildfire, Tweek was worried at first, but then she was like, snap out of it, girl, you gotta save your father. Considering the setting and all that, maybe her mother passed away in a wildfire and she doesn't want that to happen to her paw. Yeah, she calls him paw. Whoever is behind Octonauts, are any of you up for like can we please get a special with about Tweek's mom and a bit of Tweek's backstory? Please? 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 Pretty please? With carrots on top? Calico Jack. He's iconic. Calico Jack is Quasi's great-grandfather, or is it just grandfather? He calls him granddad, who was presumed to have passed away from his pirate stories. But surprise, surprise, he makes his first appearance alive and healthy in the Amazon Adventure Special in Season 2. And above and beyond, he gets more to work with. He and Quasi are discovering beaches and making sure that all the creatures and the beach itself is intact. One of my favorite episodes was the one with the erosion with the little duck bird thingies. Oh my god. When Calico Jack was watching this bird's nest to keep it away from predators, he was singing to the baby birds, night night duckies, da 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 da. And when he saw the raven, which was a predator, he trusted the raven was like, "Can I watch your eggs for you?" And he said, "Sure, why not?" This massive idiot, but he's a massive idiot, but I love it. And then when he realizes he made a mistake, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? Oh my god. Calico Jack is near perfect, but not in the toxic perfect way, like the Gary Stu way. He's absolutely hilarious. And his hilariousness and idiotic behavior has won me over as he skyrockets at the top of this list. Also, shout out to Rob Rackstraw, talented man who brought Calico Jack to life, and also Quasi. Yes, Rob Rackstraw voices both. And sometimes I feel like, and I could barely tell the difference when I was little, but now I kind of can tell the difference. I mean, there really isn't supposed to be, because like relatives are supposed to have similar voices, genes, or whatever. Yeah. Sometimes I kind of feel like Quasi or Calico Jack is talking to himself when they're talking to each other. But shout out to Rob. Talented man. Brilliant. Yes. The relative that started it all. Pinto. Pinto is Peso's little brother, and he first appeared in Season 1 in Kelp Forest Rescue, and then he appeared again in The Oarfish, and then The Great Penguin Race, and one episode of Above and Beyond. But no episode in Season 2, because he was at school. He's an adventurous little being who is willing to break the rules for the sake of his own happiness. Whether it's sneaking aboard the Gup E, or driving the Gup B recklessly to save his brother, he craves adventure, and would purposely break the rules of stay here because it's too dangerous for his happiness. Pinto is also a really supportive little brother. He was relentlessly cheering on Peso in the Great Penguin Race, and he was trying to pick a bone with Hugo, saying that, "Oh, don't be silly, my brother will beat you, he's an Octonaut." In Above and Beyond, he hasn't really changed one bit, and my dog has allergies. The only thing that has changed is his US voice, or maybe his UK voice. I don't, or is it both the US or the UK voice? Let me know in the comments, because I don't watch the UK dub. His US voice went from Jamie Kelton in season 1 to, I don't know his new voice, but he kind of lost his Hispanic accent. But his voice is, I can still get by it. I can still get by. He also met Kashi. Don't know if that's important, but I would love to see those two on a mission together as junior Octo agents. I want to see those two duke it out. And also I'm hoping in season 2 that, season 3, I cannot speak today. I'm hoping in season 3, Octo agents will be working together instead of just one Octo agent calling for help. Let's have more than one Octo agent helping each other. I want to see mashups like Pinto and Kashi, Pearl and Min, Calico Jack and Ranger Marsh, or Professor Natquick and Ranger Marsh, the Arctic and the Everglades. Interesting. Okay, back to the list. Pinto packs so much content into 3 episodes in season 1. Like, by the time he stopped appearing in season 1, we already knew who he was, what he was known for, his ambitions, and his personality, and we'd always probably go back to season 1 just to see him. Hopefully we keep that streak going. No one is surprised. For the whole franchise, Kashi reigns supreme. And I'm not being biased here, no siree. Kashi is Dashi's little sister. She first appeared in the Kelp Monster Mystery in season 1, or in some locations, the Kelp Forest Mystery. I had Kelp Monster Mystery. When I found out that Dashi's relative was gonna be revealed, I was so excited because my girl is finally getting the attention she deserves. And Kashi has lived up to my expectations. I was hoping a little sister, and she actually got a little sister. The thing about Kashi is that she packs so much content into one episode. Right at her introduction, we see she's reading a Donadocti book she likes to read, and Dashi revealed that she also liked reading the Donadocti books. They were her favorites growing up, and she gave her whole collection to Kashi. All 100 books. She decides to examine Quasi. From her observations, she says Quasi is reckless but brave. After that, she bluntly roasted him. By the way your tail keeps twitching, I also say you're not very patient. You must have snuck in a little dessert before your dinner. Icon, 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 icon. Okay, I'll stop. Kashi is someone who would definitely roast you on impulse. Kashi could insult me on impulse and I would say thank you. In Above and Beyond season 2, in the mystery of the longfin eels, they asked this shark, Randy the shark, if he has seen the missing eels, and he said no, but sharks have strong senses. So then she's like, but you could have seen him. You should have heard them. He's like, are you calling me a liar? But she's like, no, I just said, you could have saw them. Maybe you just didn't see them. Translation. But you should have saw them. You massive idiot. You have sharp senses. You should have saw them. Why'd you turn away, you idiot? Please, give me more of Savage Kashi in season 3, okay? Please, give me some more of Savage Kashi. Please. In season 4, her voice kind of sounds similar to Dashi. My guess is that it's probably Mary Murphy, but her voice pitched up. Mary Murphy was Dashi's voice actress from seasons 1 through 4. And in Above and Beyond, she got an entirely new actress. I believe her new actress is Faye Mata, but whatever her voice actress is, they did a really good job. Because it also feels like, you know, Dashi and Kashi, you can absolutely tell them alike. It's light and adorable, but it's not annoying, which is good. I really truly adore Kashi and Dashi's sibling dynamic, as Dashi is kind of like a protective big sister. She is willing to protect a protective older sister. We stand a queen, and Dashi's a queen, so Dashi always has Kashi's best interest at heart. Whenever Kashi's like, let's do this, let's solve some missing cases or anything like that, she just goes, oh my god, the way that Dashi looks at her. Oh, that's so adorable. Oh. Dashi's gonna be a great mom. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and be sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm more active on TikTok, as expected. Before I go, I just want to give my thoughts about Above and Beyond season 3 and how excited I am. When the 3rd season comes out, I might do a re-ranking, and this list is expected to change, but I can guarantee you that the top 3 are definitely gonna stay at the top 3. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. This has been your girl Yujin, signing off. Peace!